All right, children, I want you to watch and learn how to make a good cup of coffee. This is my pile of parts here. This is just a cool old can, but it has this Cafe Bustelo inside it. So that's something you can get at the local supermarket. I have this lovely espresso maker. It's a stovetop model. There's a little pressure release nut here on the outside. And that is where I have filled the water to. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but right in there is where that little nut is, and that's where the water line is. Putting this together properly is essential. So I also like this Café du Monde blend I get at the Giant. This has a little chicory mixed into the blend, and I just kind of cover the bottom with that. It's a larger grind. It's not exactly made for this kind of coffee maker, but it does make some nice flavor. Then I put the finer grind, the Bustelo. Bustelo and Pilon are two brands of coffee. They're imported. And I know about them because I'm the white dude who's not afraid to shop in the Chicano market. Next goes the rubber gasket. And then the filter kind of looks like a really flat hat. You want it sort of so that it looks like a dish here. And that goes inside that gasket. I usually back this up so I make sure I'm getting it on the first twist. You'll hear that click. There you go. And now this is going to go on the stove for about 2.5 minutes. If you have a gas stove like me, make sure you have a burner that's about the same size, a flame as the bottom of your coffee pot. To use this big one over here would be silly. You can hear it now. And the thing is, the water, I'm going to turn this off. The water has left the chamber in the bottom, has gone through those grounds and up into the chamber here. And you can clearly, here, let me turn my light on. That little button that's sticking out is what's making that little bubbling noise. And it's important that you don't overfill these because, as you can see, that's not too far from the top. Now, mind you, this coffee pot is not really that big, but by European standards, this is like a 4 to 6 cup espresso maker. You would, so that's their coffee cup. Tiny. Then if, they were serving it with milk or some froth, a little cappuccino would be like this. And then when your stupid American cousins visit, you would break these out because they want to douse it with milk. And of course, I've got this, and Demi-Tasse, by the way, Demi-Tasse cups. Thank God for them, because what would we do with our Demi-Tasse spoons if we didn't have Demi-Tasse cups? Lolita, would you be quiet? Thank you. Sorry about that. Of course, I have the American cousins beat with my morning cup of joe. And, but I think, you'll find this is a very wonderful cup of coffee. All of my European visitors over the years have said the same thing to me. This is the best cup of coffee I've had since I've been to your country. I know, sad. Anyway, there, now you can do something about it. I'm going to have a cup of coffee now, and yum.